Thank you for holding this meeting. My name is Michael McCown. I am part of the Heavens 27 Coalition. My daughter, Linnie McCown, was killed at Camp Mystic during the July 4th flood, not because of an act of nature, but because of grossly inadequate emergency planning, too few able-bodied adults to handle a crisis, and a completely untrained staff and procedures. There was no legitimate emergency plan for floods. And when the water rose, those responsible for more than 700 children failed spectacularly. Their failure cost our daughters their lives. The legislator responded with SB1 and HB1, laws meant to ensure no parent ever experiences what we did and no child ever dies because adults failed to plan. These laws are not meant for camps. They're for the families who trust them and the children whose safety must come before profits, convenience, and arrogance. I say arrogance intentionally and not ignorance, because ignorance would imply they didn't know the danger of that river. Yet when Senate committee held hearings, only 3 camps showed up to work on solutions. I have a whole lobby behind me full of camps who were here after the bills were passed. If my memory serves me right, they opposed the bills, those 3 camps, but changed their position after hearing our testimonies. Camp Mystic didn't show up. Also, the day before the governor signed these bills, Camp Waldemar, Camp Stewart, and Vista Camp sent a letter to the lieutenant governor asking for exceptions and relief, warning that compliance would cost too much and they threatened closure. These are not nonprofit camps. These are camps that charge $5,000 to $10,000 per camper and hold thousands of campers per year. You can do the math. They even had the gall to ask for taxpayer help for these particular camps to rebuild camps that charge these amounts. After the bills were signed, these same camps sent out fundraising emails. I have them right here. Not one word about the new laws, the children lost, or about safety, just a plea to preserve tradition. Tradition is what caused this. The financial burden they fear is nothing compared to the human cost my family has already paid. You all now have the responsibility to implement these laws with strength, transparency, and integrity. HB1 and SB1 were written in the blood of my daughter and the other 26 girls who perished that night. If a camp cannot operate safely, they should not operate at all. I implore the camps and the audience to use this opportunity not as a tribal moment, and I have not heard that today, or a circle the wagons moment, but as an opportunity to lead and make camps safer. As it relates to any sort of external input, for every camp that is on your board, I strongly suggest a member of the Heavens 27 Coalition or someone else to counter that. We want camp to be safe. We want camp to continue. It has to be done safely, and that's why these bills were passed. Thank you.